Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to be continuing our talk about Duck for President and also talking about visualizing parts of that story because you guys didn't get to see many of the pictures. But first, we're going to start with some vocabulary, okay? Let's get started. Our vocabulary today, there's 5 words. We're going to start out with the word civic. And civic is just something that has to do with your state or your community. It's almost another word also for politics. Voting is an example of a civic duty. So something that has to do with your community, your city, your state, or your country is called civic. Your vote counts. Voting is an example of a civic duty. So is following all of the laws and um, making sure that things like taxes are paid. Crowd, a group of people gathered together in one place, is a crowd. I think you all probably knew that word already. Encourage is when you make them feel good about doing something. It's when you make them want to do something. A friend could encourage you to run for student council. It would make you want to run for student council, or it'd make you feel good about it. Speech. I know a lot of you talk about speech because you go see Miss Ellie downstairs in the media center, or perhaps she comes to talk to you on Zoom. But a speech is also when you give a talk in front of a group of people, or you could say you give a speech in front of a crowd. That is just a big talk. And finally, protest is to disagree with how something is run or disagree with a rule. We have been talking in the news. There have been a lot of talks about protests about the way the police have been treating people. So one way of disagreeing and making sure everybody sees that people disagree is to have a protest, which often also involves a crowd. A protest could also be seen as a civic responsibility. All of these things are coming together. So those are our words for this week: civic, crowd, encourage, speech, or protest. Okay. And for today, I wanted to show you an example. It said in the story that Duck, he was running for president. Duck shook hands, it said in the story. Duck kissed babies, it said in the story. And Duck also went in parades. Here is an example of what President Obama did. I don't know if he was president here. It looks like he's running for another spot. It looks like he's running for Senate here. So here is Obama in a parade. All of these people are his friends and supporters, all of those people, and they have Obama signs. There's Obama sign back here. And back here, there's another part of the parade. Maybe you have been in Minneapolis or Columbia Heights and you've gone to see a parade. A lot of times there's a politician who will have signs and stickers for people in a parade. Parades are a very good way of getting people to know who you are and to see other people get excited about you. Well, I'm thinking in my head, I've seen parades before, and I know what politicians and people running for president look like in parades. So, what would be a good image of a duck in a parade? And they actually showed you one. Here is Duck in a parade. There's Duck right there. And there's the signs again. There's all of his supporters. This one, they also have police at the front of a parade. That means that Duck is actually at the front of a parade because the police, like this, they're at the front of the parade to make sure that cars stop so that they don't drive while there's a parade. It could also be for security. It does not look like Obama has security here yet. Or maybe they're just not in the camera. So that is visualizing. I imagine a picture and then it matches up. So you all, here, you all are going to be creating an image in your packet. Okay, this is, I believe, the second page. It says Duck for President. And here is a bit of text that gives you that you can draw for your image. You can draw for your picture. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of the day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, in ink stains. That's like the stains you get from a marker or a pen. Scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. and he had a very bad headache. What would Duck look like to you as he is the governor of a state? He is working very hard, and at the end of the day, he's covered in hairspray to make his feathers look nice, ink stains because he was using pens and markers and they got all over him, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise because he was eating sandwiches, and coffee stains because he's drinking coffee. And he had a very bad headache. So you can draw your best image right here. If you have colors or colored pencils, you can use those also. Okay, that's all we have for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.